The day we were supposed to sign our marriage license, I found my fiancée, Chloe. She had her long, porcelain-white legs wrapped around the waist of our university's campus king, Caleb Jensen. On the nightstand sat the box of condoms I'd bought for our wedding night. She was wearing the black lace negligee I'd handpicked as a wedding surprise. The tag was still on it. I leaned against the doorframe, my phone held high, the camera aimed squarely at the two of them on the bed. "Chloe," I said, my voice calm. "For 3 years, you told me you wanted to save your first time for our wedding night. I guess this is what you meant." The two on the bed froze, turning to stone. Chloe let out a shriek and scrambled for the comforter to cover herself. Caleb was faster, rolling off the bed and onto the carpet, fumbling for his pants. "Don't stop now," I said with a gentle smile. "You two were so into it a second ago. Keep going. I'll film your senior thesis film for you. We can call it The Campus King and His Fiancée." Chloe's face was a pale, terrified mask. Her voice trembled. "Ethan, listen to me. I can explain. Don't explain just yet." I cut her off, zooming the camera in. "Let me just get a good screenshot. Pick a filter. You're my fiancé, after all. I have to make you look good." Caleb finally yanked his pants up and charged at me, his eyes red, trying to grab my phone. I sidestepped him and shot a foot out, tripping him neatly. "Easy there, kid," I said, looking down at him. "Your little mentor hasn't paid your session fee for today." Chloe, wrapped in the comforter, shuffled on her knees to the edge of the bed, tears instantly welling in her eyes. "Ethan, it's not what you think. I made a stupid mistake. So you sleep with an underclassman on the day we're supposed to make it legal." I scoffed. I looked down at my phone and tapped send. The photo went straight into the Sullivan family group chat, the communications department's main group me, and most importantly, to the iMessage of Caleb Jensen's bona fide, rich-as-hell girlfriend. I added a caption: "Congrats to our campus king on unlocking a new achievement, the engaged senior." The notification chimes exploded like a string of firecrackers. Chloe's phone started vibrating violently on the nightstand. She glanced at it and saw the group chat notifications hit 99+. At the very top was a voice memo from her mother, a full 60 seconds long, that started with a piercing shriek of "CHLOE, you shameless." Caleb was panicking too. His phone's lock screen, a selfie of him and his wealthy girlfriend, was now obscured by an endless stream of incoming calls from Her Highness. I helpfully reached over and hit the answer button, putting it on speaker. A girl's sharp, crying screams filled the room. "Caleb Jensen, you are so dead. The funding my dad put into your indie short, it's gone. You can kiss your career goodbye." I let out a soft TSK and looked at Chloe. "See that? That's how a professional handles things." She crawled across the floor and tried to grab the leg of my pants. "Ethan, please, I'm begging you. We could talk about this at home. Don't make a scene." "Home?" I bent down and patted her cheek. "Which home is that? The off-campus studio you rented for Caleb with my money? Or the boutique hotel you two have been checking into every month?" I pulled a stack of printed screenshots from my pocket and threw them in her face. "A Bulgari necklace, $3,000. That was for Christmas last year. Limited edition Air Jordans, $900 for Valentine's Day." And I pulled the top sheet off the stack. "Afternoon bookings at the Hilton King Suite. 8 times, $200 pop. And look at that, charged my Amex." Chloe's lips trembled, but she couldn't form a single word. I crouched down to her level. "You know what the funniest part is, Chloe? Last month, my mom was telling me how responsible and kind you are. She was about to sign the deed to her condo over to you as a wedding gift. Good thing she didn't get around to it. Otherwise, I'd be giving away a condo and a fiancé in one go." I stood up and looked at the petrified Caleb. "Don't worry, kid. She takes good care of you. See you on campus tomorrow. I'll ask the dean to give you an award, Sugar Baby of the Year." Caleb's face cycled through shades of red and white. He finally choked out. "She came on to me. She said you were frigid. So, show?" I raised an eyebrow. "I'm frigid? Well, in that case, you better hope you've got a blue pill in your pocket. Wouldn't want you to end up back in the hospital." I waggled my phone. "I've got video evidence. That whole sub-3-minute performance of yours? I don't think the Campus King title is going to stick." Chloe suddenly lunged and wrapped her arms around my legs. "Ethan, I'm begging you. As long as you don't leave me, I'll do anything." I sighed and patted her hair. "Anything." She clung to me like a lifeline, nodding frantically. I held out my other phone to her. "Then call your mother. Speakerphone. Tell her exactly how much of my money you've spent on your boy toy." Chloe froze, a tear clinging to her eyelash, unable to fall. I thoughtfully found Mom in her contacts and hit dial. The second it connected, her mother's booming voice came through. "Chloe, what the hell is that picture in the group chat? Say something." I looked at Chloe, my smile unwavering. "Go on, honey. Tell your mom." How much tuition money were you transferring from my account to Caleb's every month? Chloe was shaking like a leaf in the wind. On the other end of the line, her mother had already started screaming. Caleb saw his chance and tried to bolt, but I grabbed the back of his collar. Running? We haven't settled the bill yet. Mrs. Sullivan's roar blasted from a phone. Chloe, are you insane? Everyone in the family chat is saying you're cheating. What kind of shame are you bringing on the Sullivan name? Chloe managed to sob out a single mom, but I held the phone up, the speakerphone catching every whimper and sending it right back. I held the phone high like a megaphone. Mrs. Sullivan, please, don't work yourself up. I have the full video right here. Your daughter sounds like she's having a great time. Would you like to hear it? There were 2 seconds of stunned silence. Then her mother's voice went up an octave. What video? Ethan Reed, don't you dare make things up. My Chloe is a good girl. Good enough to buy her boy toy underwear. I chuckled, then opened an Excel spreadsheet on my screen and read aloud in a clear, measured voice. November 11th, last year. Amazon order. 3-pack of Calvin Klein briefs, size large. Total, $60. Shipped to Caleb Jensen. The other end of the line went dead silent. Caleb's face was a bruised purple. He lunged for the phone, but I sidestepped him. I kept reading. February 14th this year. Order from Urban Stems. 99 premium roses with rush delivery, $250. Gift note, to my Caleb, happy Valentine's Day. Charge to the Amex, ending in 7788. My Amex. Mrs. Sullivan finally broke. Her voice was thin and trembling. Chloe, did you really do this? Chloe let out a wail and lunged, slapping the end call button. The second her mother's call disconnected, we heard the frantic click-clack of high heels sprinting down the hallway. Caleb Jensen, get your ass out here. I turned. It was Caleb's girlfriend, Tori Vance, the only daughter of the dean of the Media Arts College. Caleb dropped to his knees at her feet. Tori, I was set up. I swear I didn't know. Smack. Tori's hand connected with his cheek in a sharp, clean slap. Caleb ignored the sting and scrambled forward, grabbing her leg. I didn't know. She was crying. She kept saying Ethan was abusive. I just felt sorry for her. You felt so sorry you booked a hotel room with her? Caleb's tears came on command. I was wrong. Tori, hit me, scream at me, do whatever you want, just please give me another chance. For the 3 years we've been together. Tori looked past him, her eyes meeting mine. Ethan, thank you for telling me. I gave her a polite nod, then queued up the video on my phone to the 1-minute mark, right at the climax, and held it out to her. High definition and censored. It's all yours. Tori's expression shifted from fury to something like pitying disgust. She glanced at the screen, then back at Caleb on the floor. Not even 3 minutes? And you have the audacity to sell yourself? I checked my watch. 9 o'clock on the dot. I took a few more pictures of the chaotic scene for good measure. Chloe was still sobbing at my feet. Honey, I'm so sorry. Please, just give me one more chance. We can go home right now. I'll make it up to you, I promise. Too late. I smiled, showing a row of perfectly white teeth. Now the real fun begins.